What is up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of my Holy Broken Empire playthrough and staying true to our name. In some ways, we're in a bit of a broken spot here, having gotten the Union over Hungary. We've got a huge subject that we're integrating in Byzantium, and we also got the Burgundian inheritance in previous episodes. So that feels really good. But I'm telling you what, guys, we're in a pretty grim situation, I would say. I need to own all of these provinces within 15 years, and I think the best way to do that is within one war. Problem is that we already have quite high aggressive expansion, and this is inevitably going to result in a huge coalition. Also, France is the controller. I hope that changes, man. My goodness, do I hope that changes, because when we declare war on the Pope, we're going to be excommunicated. Speaking of which, my relations are uncomfortably low with the Pope, and I'm going to have to improve relations with him. So what I'm actually going to do, I was going to head down there and deal with Byzantium, guys, but I'm actually afraid to unexile my units. So instead, I'm going to maneuver around my non-subject nations whilst we are exiled over to the lowlands while I talk about our next moves and why. I'm not being elected the emperor, which is very bad, and I really want to kind of risk it not being voted for, but I can't allow it. It's unlikely that our ruler would die, so I'm going to go over my relations because we need to lock down that vote. I can't leave anything to RNG right now. Soon we're going to be taking our religious ideas and okay. So if we fight this war and annex the Pope, we're going to be coalitioned. Good news is Castile, Aragon and Naples won't fight us, so it's going to be mostly the Italians. It could also be southern Germany. Inevitably, France will have the aggressive expansion. And so while we core up these provinces, we have a little bit of war exhaustion and waiting for this Diplo rep. We don't want to go to war with the Pope yet. I have 3 cardinals, so it shouldn't take too long to take that Diplo reputation, which will help us a lot. I feel as though I should use this time to take on France, because if we have a truce with him, he cannot join the coalition, and that is how we will deal with that situation. I can declare an imperial ban CB and release a tremendous amount of land, which will cripple him. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. That's why I'm moving my troops over there. Byzantium's just going to have to deal with those. It's not my number one concern right now. I am a little bit concerned about France, though, taking him on directly. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to begin building up some troops. And I'm really hoping, guys, that Castile rivals him. Venice just became an invalid rival for us, and perhaps, I mean, you would think that he's invalid for Castile as well, as Castile is also a great power. He's sort of a world-leading power right now, and surely he will go ahead and trade him out for France. France already hates them. There's no issue of them being friendly with each other or anything like that. Let's begin improving relations with the Pope, hoping that I don't get excommunicated, as that would ruin me. And let's continue and get things started. Taking out a loan there, guys. We do have discipline here. Moral of armies is Austria. We do have a modifier which is going away of the tournament. Army tradition is fairly high. Unfortunately, our prestige is a bit low, and that's why I'm not going to actually release Luxembourg as much as I want to, guys. I want the prestige to help us get these votes, but also to help us in this war against France. So I'm not going to do that just yet. We're about to complete our diplomatic ideas. Let's royal marriage him. Okay, let's do it. So we need to wait for our troops to walk around. Let's revoke our embargo here from Venice. What we can do is take a look at the French forts. Let's look at these. I'm looking for ungarrisoned. Wrong province, damn it. Oh, that was ungarrisoned until recently. Oh, that is ungarrisoned. Okay, we might be able to take Picardy, if I said that correctly, probably not. Quickly. Now, looking at France, guys, he actually doesn't have much force limit right now. But he's got he's got a huge force limit. He doesn't have that many troops, but he's got a huge amount of manpower. Very intimidating. England should smash Scotland, I would suggest, which will give us some war score, but we'd basically be stuck fighting Provence, Brittany, Florence, and France ourselves. Like I said, I think it's a pretty good time to do it. He is ahead in tech, but I can tech up very shortly. It's going to be hard, but I think doable, and I think necessary. We are kind of beginning a civil war crisis, which is actually not the worst ever if it does occur, especially because our legitimacy is at 50 as opposed to really low. I shouldn't waste the time of these diplomats. Even if we improve with just anybody random like that, it's a good thing. Yep. How about let's turn our army maintenance down in the meantime to try to be a little bit more economic. I could boost autonomy in these provinces, and considering I don't have states available, I'm going to do it. I would like to state this up ultimately, but I don't even have a state available to use, and we're going to take religious ideas and not take up our admin for some time. Oh no, my discipline. No. Why do you do this? Let's try to roll for a discipline advisor. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that Venetian unrest if we can avoid it. France is sitting at 26. So I'm hoping if we take this fort immediately, that will end maybe that fort. Interesting. I might just hire a merc there. No. Let's try to take both at the same time. I think that's plausible. Let's bring one of our exiled troops over here when they come around. Relations are max with the Pope. Dudes, please, like Castile. Please, Castile. Somebody. Wow, France is 50%. Pope is 50%. Oh my goodness. Grim. It's only the Pope or France, both of which are bad. So I could invest this. Oh no. This is bad. I could invest this. At best we have like 33% chance to get it versus 66, and then I don't get my reputation. I'm not going to do it, but I feel an excommunication incoming, guys. How can we avoid it? I don't know if we can avoid that. We have votes from 2 kings, as opposed to, we have the right kind of relations, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe we'll be okay with an excommunication. Okay, Bohemia took over Magdeburg. Nothing we can do about that. He's gonna just have to have it. Good. Yep. I'm going to begin tuning up my army maintenance here in a moment. We have 44,000, eh? Hoping that we can steal both of these forts. Never mind. He keeps garrisoning that one. Not sure exactly why. We're just going to focus up here then. So yeah, I love how Paris does not have a fort on it in terms of trying to take on France. It's good for us. There's no doubt about that. I know this might be a little bit boring, guys. I'm trying not to make a mistake. Oh no! Bohemia decided to vote for himself. No! Feels bad, man. I need Brandenburg's vote. If I'm gonna get excommunicated, it has to be him. Oh, God, my poor Diplo points. It has to be him. Because we will only get -50 relations. Oh, you know what's going to happen? Once Brandenburg stops voting for Saxony, Saxony's going to vote for him. And we're still not going to have Brandenburg's vote because he's going to vote for himself. God. Maybe Saxony will vote for Poland or something. Let's see. Oh man, I'm stressing. We're in a bad spot, guys. We need legitimacy and prestige. I might have to get a relation with Saxony and then kind of cancel our relation with the Palatinate. Still rivaling Venice. I hate it. How? How could that be? Okay, I have to take on the whole world by myself. Oh, we could get Bar. Oh, good. We could get Bar if we get there fast enough. That's good to see. Okay, guys. It's going to be us versus France here shortly in a moment. Do not waste this diplomat's time. I'm stressing out, man. This is like a scary situation. I have to declare at the beginning of the month. Okay, there's our deploy reputation. Maybe if I... Oh, well, that reputation will help us. I love it. Good. Maybe if I get a little bit of papal influence, I'll invest it. It's going to take 5. Yeah, maybe we can get 5. I could just do that, which gives them influence, eh? No, not a good idea. Alright. Let's have this guy ready. I'm so stressing, guys. I don't want to make a mistake. Come on. Okay. It's unbelievable that Castile won't help us against him. We have favors and it's his enemy. He even desires a province, yeah. And he won't help us. He would help us if he wasn't in debt. It's not that much debt. I'm not sure you can give gifts if you're in debt. No, but we could debase our currency twice to have him join. I think we can do that even while we're at war. So I'm not going to stress about it. What I'm going to do... I am going to stress, but I'm just not going to stress about that. We're going to call in England. We're going to declare the war. We're going to stack wipe Lorraine. And we're going to take 2 forts within a month if they cannot be defended here. Poor Byzantium's getting absolutely wrecked. Okay. Let's try to attach Hungary. We have to be smart about the way that we play, guys. This should be a stack wipe. He's got very little morale. We're on both of the provinces. That was indeed a stack wipe. Now France... does not have many troops. And I suspect that that is going to change here pretty quickly. Let's do some cheeky stuff to gain some relations with Brandenburg ASAP. Oh man, the stress is real. Oh wow, Bavaria's dead and gone. So we will demand that back. Let's do it in the smartest location where he's least likely to get annexed. I actually don't see a good choice. It's just between these two. Let's just do whichever in that case. Bavaria's back. No. Stay away. Okay, Hungary, can you please join me, sir? Good. One fort down. We must play this well. Another fort down. Alright, I'm going to camp out here for now. Oh, 7 troops hired by Florence. Look at that, dude. Their numbers are spiking up. I thought France was hiring troops, but perhaps not. So we have some war score against Provence. I'd really like to cancel the stuff, guys, but I don't feel like we can afford the Diplo points, honestly. So the smartest call is probably a white piece. We're not going to be able to maintain this war goal unless we take this fort. He doesn't have a good general. He's in the woods, eh? That's farmlands. Okay, I think that's a pretty good engagement. He doesn't have a good general. Oh, he out-ticks us, you goober. We could tick up for 25 extra. It's expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. Jeez. Rip military points. He can't back down. We might get -1 to rolls for river crossing. Yeah, we will. In that case, we'll have -1 to rolls. Wait, is there a river crossing to Naaman as well? Yes, there is. That's going to be -2. Okay. I was going to go on the general less stack. Victory, baby. Let's go. He's got a bad pathing, so this looks like it's isolated. Good stuff. Let's make sure our diplomat is doing something. So we do need to fabricate on the Pope to take Rome. Really hoping that our fabrication is not discovered again. Okay. The Ottomans are no longer a valid rival. Alright, so this is our siege general. So, how about we camp out on these 2 forts? Is that reasonable? England's going to do a good job smashing Scotland by the looks of things. But, yeah, and we're no longer integrating Byzantium, I think, are we? Do his rebels prevent it? It's at 8.8, 588. Let's see. It doesn't integrate. Feels bad, man. Ha ha ha, there it is. Castile. Let's go. Okay, I feel a little bit more confident now. Cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. Okay, we have the votes. Okay. I've got to watch it, though, because Saxony could vote for Brandy, and then Brandy will vote for himself. Okay. Everything's not stressing so hard all of a sudden. We're doing well. Not in such a terrible spot. What does the cardinal do? It does papal influence. That's it. I really don't want to fight these rebels right now, or suffer from the unrest. Bye-bye, Cardinal. God dang it. It's not my priority, guys. Okay, Hungary is helping attached here. Let's come bring him over to participate. It is not my priority, guys, to worry about anything apart from the actual priorities. One of which should be... So we have a truce with Florence. We no longer need relations with him. One of which should be maxing relations with these Italians, because we're about to go to war with the Pope soon. I cannot believe that France is the only nation investing papal influence. Are you serious? This guy's going in. Okay. Now this is our woods. So if he steps onto that, we can give him -1 rolls. And how much do I need? We need 35 to claim the Pope. As soon as we get that claim, I should pull him out. Here's Hungary. Once we take this fort, I'm going to be able to move up, to Paris. God, why is Byzantium's resolution so high? He got aimed by Venice, didn't he? France is progressing really well there. Jeez, we could probably go smash him. I kind of feel like, yeah, so he's making a move, but I kind of feel like we have what is required to defend ourselves here. Going down to Castile, who's also made a move. Okay, we scared him off of that fort. Good enough. We could smash that if we had the numbers in the hills. France appears to be marching away, so I'm going to try to either scare him or defeat him in the hills. France is coming towards us. Haha. This is going well. We can now lock down the war goal. Okay, he's coming back over here. I just saw somebody piece out Baden, eh? Baden, he has Switzerland, but Switzerland is still up and running. That's fine. And Milan. Milan, Switzerland is still up and running. And Milan's going to remain inside the empire nowadays, which is good. Okay. So these peasants should just be successful and then go away, and then we begin integrating Byzantium again. The reason I didn't go defeat them, guys, is my troops would have not been exiled, and it would have taken forever to walk over there. To walk over to where I wanted them. Oh, good general. Okay, not the end of the world if we lose that engagement. I'm trying to sort of deter him. Uh-oh, yeah. That's a loss. Okay, just punishing them as much as I can there. But the 11th has arrived. So, let's retreat up here. Now, both of these stacks sieging us are from Florence. If Aragon is successful here, Florence will be out, and he's winning in progress. Well, not there, but he is on a capital. At least that one fort is not that important. Okay, I'm optimistic that we're winning this. Castile is not doing that well, but England is serving his purpose at least, giving us war score by smashing Scotland. We now have the war goal. It's time to move up a little bit. We're still being voted for. But we're 2 over, man. We're 2 over. The pain is so real. I should check when we can take points again. It's ages away, 9 years away. Alright, I guess if we remove Scotland from this war, then the English troops will be mobilized. So we'll go ahead and do that. Any money that we take will almost entirely go to England. I'm wondering about cancelling his alliance with France. It just means that England's going to gobble him up. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, let's take his money. As there's no... Let's see how much we get. Oh, we got a decent amount. Nice. I thought my participation would be like 0 with him. Aragon just ticked up to 7. Nice. It's good. So he's not terribly far behind the French. Treviso falls. Feels bad, man. No! Why you do this? He's scared of that stack, I guess. Oh, I have to go defend our capital now. Why can't you? Why are you a potato, Aragon? I hate you. So we're sitting on the war goal. I'm sitting on his capital with our siege general. It should drop fairly quickly. We're about to be capped out on admin. I could tick up, but I don't really wish to do so. No, let's stay here. I'm just going to hold that position. Shoot. Oh, we can call in Bohemia. Oh, yes, please. We have favors to call him into another war as well. Oh, yes, please. Yes. We needed that. I mean, you know, that helps a lot. We're doing well overall in this war. But considering he's a freebie, as in we have favors with him to call him into a future war, it really helps that this army deterred the French, so we can go in and defend ourselves now. Okay. I can reduce my inflation, or develop. I feel like... Or we could boost our stability. I need this core to continue progressing. Jeez, man, because the Civil War is progressing. That's really sketchy. I should go try to siege this back. Oh man, bit of a precarious situation. I think what we're going to end up doing with the Pope, guys, is reign in Italy and just hand him back the provinces to avoid the Civil War. Ugh. Okay, Castile invested some points. Milan invested some points. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm going to invest some points as well once we're at 5. Okay, let us develop. We've got to keep using these diplomats. Milan is really scary, dude. Like, his size is increasing big time. So let's improve relations with him. Oh, infantry combat ability on which general? Was that our pimp general? Oh my goodness, that general's a savage. We're going to try to take this back, which I really don't want my troops to be there. As France is accumulating everything. Oh, look how many troops he has now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, and our allies. Okay, England's coming. Thank goodness. Okay, England's coming. Wow. It's the first time ever that England did not go full potato, guys. What a legend. Finally, England's mother told him, he gave him advice to last the ages, which was, come help me, dude. Shoot. Which was, my son, this is England's mother. Never go full potato. I spoke too soon though, he's not going to help us in this battle. If this stack makes it in, we are screwed. I'm going to go try to call my good general over here with his infantry combat ability. 6 days before he moves to here. We might defeat him before he responds. This one, and okay. In the farmlands, I suggest, I hope he doesn't have the age bonus for rolls. I suggest we've got pretty good odds of winning this battle though. If he has the age bonus, not so much. We're good. We should be okay. It's close. Yes. Yes! Get Al Recorino'd. Get Al Recorino'd. France. Haven't you learned anything? Okay, before we get discovered, let's get that claim and get out of there. We need positive relations with the Pope, or else excommunicatorino feels bad, man. Okay, I bet province. Oh, he's high. Never mind. I was going to say his enthusiasm should not be too high, but apparently it is quite literally high. I mean, we've got a decent amount of war scores. So the question is, what I quickly want to check is, can we... We can. We can release bar, but we can't cancel subjects. Okay. Okay. Better than nothing. So that's one prince. I don't see myself doing this again. It's not priority. So considering how cheap the war score is, I will... the downside is we won't have the CB, but I will liberate him. And then I'm looking at nations who will join the empire. Champagne is just too strong. I doubt he will join. And France will have reconquest against him because it is Francine culture. So that looks like a good option that could potentially join. Normandy would not have the choice. That would have the choice. 3 province minor. That seems too powerful. So it's looking like Picardy is the best option right now. He could join if this nation joins. Same with that. Okay. we're going to do that, and then I think we can do the other ones as well. Yep. Alrighty, this is going to be our piece out, and we'll take his money considering the money that we invested here. So that looks pretty good to me, guys. Pretty good. Pretty good. We just need to get his enthusiasm down and get up near 80%, which we're kind of getting there. We're kind of getting there. I need to get my siege general operating where we need him. We haven't breached Parry. Okay. I should be using my diplomats. We have those 2 votes on lockdown. Man, I'm stressing, guys. I'm stressing. The civil war's stressing me out a bit. Okay. Alright. How are those peasants not successful? How? I should be progressing with Byzantium. I'm salty about that. Okay. Just improve relations in general. We're going to have a truce with Savoy because of this. Forget Savoy relations. Other nations are priority. Oh, I thought he was going in here. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of freaking troops right there. Jeez, man. Okay. Something else I want to do with my diplomats, I saw in between episodes, so I'm going to try to begin doing that. And it's going to be fabricate here. Believe it or not, I want 1 claim here. Now, I'll elaborate why. It's not that important right now. We've got other priorities. So Castile's progressing there. Hopefully he's successful and doesn't wander off like a goober, because that's the only location that he can really do anything. Same goes for Aragon, but he's not progressing very well. That frickin' siege should have fallen. I think a huge amount of troops are coming over near here. Burgundy just got a personal union over Savoy. Inconsequential, though. That's inconsequential. They're inside the empire. Provence did go to war with another nation, and considering I don't need a separate piece of him or 100% him, that's actually a good thing. He's a little bit distracted, which is fine. That's fine. Let's use 1 unit to make sure the English continue progressing here. Okay, Bohemia's going in for what seems like a YOLO suicidal war battle. Unless the French don't back them up, which they are. So our war score is getting there for sure, and we need 80% is the golden number, but more than that is nice. Oh, why is Bohemia so strong? He's ahead of him in tech, and Florence is leading the army. Wow, that's like most of their troops there, and he really deterred them nicely. Okay, so the Ottomans are a valid rival again. Now, truce. Can you guys hear that car? Who's obnoxious? It's literally 4 a.m. in the morning, and somebody's like very, very loud car. That's okay. It doesn't bother me, apart from my recording. It's whatever. Just sympathize for people trying to sleep who are closer to that car. Regardless, come on, Aragon. Let's try to help make sure Aragon doesn't cancel that progress like he has in the past. France is low enthusiasm. We need war score. Good, good, good. Accumulate war score at all costs. Castile's almost got him. I need to get Florence out of the bloody war because he's doing work with his conditarii, and he's blocking Aragon and Naples from participating even though they have access through the whole empire. That's right. Brittany is in this war as well. I could actually be sieging down that fort. It's alright. I don't want to spread myself too thin. Thank goodness for that. Oh, everybody's... Okay, let's mobilize the stack. Everybody's attached. Bohemia's attached. Okay. Now, I am going to... even though this is worth a significant amount of war score, I will release Pisa. And get him out of the war, because his troops are just making this way closer than it needs to be. My poor diplomatic points. Oh, we should be able to progress on our integration of Byzantium now, right? Apparently not. I'm pretty sad that then it's not progressing at all. Peace from Brittany? Fantastic. Well, he's giving me war score. Let's not peace him out, because we're pretty close. We're pretty close here. If I can get... Okay, England has gotten that occupation. Castile did the work, but... Okay, yeah, we're pretty close for sure. I'm not really doing well in any other siege. Hungary has a siege general. I'm going to step him into this fort, as the progress looks much better now. Okay, so this fort should drop fairly soon. He would accept very soon. We might not go for war reparations, but I might... oh, he's progressing nicely there. Okay, let's take that tech and take religious ideas, which I desperately need to ideally complete before the Protestant Reformation spawns. But that Diplo reputation is going to be one. It's going to be where the prestige begins. So here, desperately need that Diplo reputation. It's going to make my life much easier in terms of getting these votes from somebody, you know, without having to have a Diplo slot utilized with them. I thought Byzantium does not progress only because his capital is under siege, but apparently not, because he's still not progressing, which feels very bad, man. God, no! Prague fell, but it didn't appear to be worth that much war score. So the progress here is too nice. I'm just going to wait for this or that or both. He's not taking any fort himself right now. Please, please, sitting on that fort might disenthuse him a little bit. Are you serious, game? Are you serious, game? This is so frustrating. We're so bad with sieges this game. Are you serious? Whatever. Whatever. I should have just pieced out. Okay. They'll do it. I hope we get a portion of this money. Alright, guys. France just got wrecked. Indeed. Now I wish to utilize the fact that we're exiled still. Which is pretty tedious. Let's just bloody well do this properly. Okay, that works. Let us walk. No, Hungary is my subject. This is so tedious. I'm trying to walk. Let's just do one bloody province at a time so that doesn't happen. I'm trying to walk down to Byzantium so that we can get this bloody integration rolling. Really being set back there. And my truce is up with the Ottomans, so we've got a decade. We've got a Gonna spend some papal influence there to deter France or the Pope's likelihood of gaining that. The cure. We've got a decade. For some reason, Savoy is not allied to the Pope. It's because he didn't honor this. It's because he's in a personal union. So I feel like we need to declare this war whilst it's so easy. He could ally France or something like that. Let's go ahead and rival the Ottomans ourselves. I was going to say that we do have time for a cheeky war against the Ottomans, and it does look like it would be so easy right now. But, it would only be worth like one province or so, because we'd have to sit on him. I think I might declare war on the Pope here, guys. I'm going to declare war on the Pope and kind of sit on him. The problem is we will certainly be excommunicated. But we should still have these 2 votes that we currently have if we are excommunicated. Either way, guys, that was a satisfying defeat of the French. And, yeah, that's really going to make him a pushover in the future. But, of course, let's do that so that he can join. Oh, he could have joined anyway, you goober. We're good. Of course, hoping that some combination of these nations join the empire because they feel threatened from others. And also, Provence is getting wrecked right now. So he is the attacker. It's probably likely and sensible that Burgundy will cancel this. He doesn't have that many options, other options to do with his war score. So hopefully Lorraine is free, meaning this is the only unlawful territory. And yeah, yes, what I wanted to do here, before we end the episode, I'll just make it clear that if I attack this nation, Utrecht, I can make Mecklenburg co-belligerent, and Pomerania will be called in, and I can release the Teutonic Order here, which is something I really want to do. So that whole war would just be over sieging out Pomerania, releasing the Teutonic Order, and then I'd be happy to get out of that war. But that would be something we can do while our aggressive expansion is high and we're waiting for other things to do. But yeah, I think we're probably going to declare war on the Pope next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future with, hopefully for me, less stressful gameplay. See you then.